In the world where we constantly hear about crypto scams, a company that wants to build a system that's beneficial for everyone might sound too good to be true, but that's too pessimistic of us. And today we'll need a completely different approach as we're talking about optimism. This layer 2 is well known for its lavish airdrops, but let's see what the system itself has to offer. My name is Amin. Let's dive in. First off, what exactly is Optimism? Optimism is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. Its goal is to make Ethereum transactions faster and cheaper while keeping the security and decentralization that Ethereum is known for. In theory, Optimism is capable of handling 714 transactions per second, whereas Ethereum's number is only 119. Also, the layer 2 boasts 2-second block time, while Ethereum requires a bit over 12 seconds. As for the average transaction cost, the numbers are $0.05 for Optimism and $1.5 for Ethereum. Optimism is all about scalability. As Ethereum grows, so does the demand on its network, leading to higher gas fees and slower transaction times. Optimism aims to solve this by processing transactions off the main Ethereum chain, known as Layer 1, and then recording the results back onto it. This is done using a technology called optimistic rollups. Optimistic rollups bundle many transactions together and post them to the Ethereum mainnet as a single transaction. This reduces the load on Ethereum by a lot, making transactions quicker and cheaper. The optimistic part comes from the assumption that transactions are valid, and only when someone disputes a transaction does the network verify it. Here is what the Optimism ecosystem consists of. The Optimism Gateway. It allows users to move assets between Ethereum and Optimism. The Optimism Virtual Machine. It is EVM compatible, meaning developers can easily port their Ethereum dApps over to Ethereum dApps over to Optimism without any major changes. The Superchain. This is a network of interconnected layer 2 blockchain networks built using the MIT licensed open source OP stack. Currently, this superchain includes DeFi projects, NFT apps, bridges, wallets, and so on. A large partnership dates back to February 2023 when Coinbase launched a new L2 blockchain powered by Optimism's OP stack called Base, which is also a part of the superchain now. Let's talk about the Optimism token called OP. It's used for governance, meaning holders can vote on proposals that affect the future of the network. Optimism's vision is to build a world that benefits all, owned by no one. So a decentralized government plays a big role in this noble goal. With a market cap of $2.7 billion, Optimism is in the 43rd place among all cryptocurrencies. The total supply is almost 4.3 billion tokens, and here is how the team allocates them. We want to draw your attention to one thing here. No, not the fact that Optimism calls investors sugar zaddies, although that's important as well. Almost a fifth of the entire token supply is meant for airdrops, which is a lot. The first airdrop, which started in June 2022, sent about 166 million OP to 248,699 addresses of the OP mainnet users, DAO voters, and other contributors. So far, there have been 4 airdrops. And what is the Retroactive Public Goods Fund, you may ask? Optimism allocates a portion of the direct or auction sequencer revenue to support projects that contribute to the ecosystem. The team sees it as a great way to give back and ensure the long-term health of the blockchain space. They have allocated 150 million OP to retro funding, which goes towards a rewarding impact across Optimism and the superchain. In 2024, the funds will go to the on-chain builders, contributors to the OP stack, governance, and developer tooling. Where did Optimism come from? As for the origins of Optimism, the project was officially launched in 2021, but its roots go back a few years earlier with research and development in Ethereum scalability solutions. Jinglan Wang, Kevin Ho, and Carl Florsch founded Optimism in 2019. It's registered in the Cayman Islands. The OP token was launched in June 2022. Optimism has raised a total funding of $175 million from institutional and venture capital investors over 2 rounds. Notably, A16Z made their first investment in Optimism on February 24th, 2021 in its Series A round, and Paradigm invested in Optimism on March 16th, 2022 in its Series B round. By the way, recently A16Z has snapped up about $90 million of the OP token, according to 2 sources close to the investment firm. Experts say that this trust is caused by growth in usage of Optimism's OP stack. Optimism's current roadmap focuses on achieving technical decentralization through several strategic milestones. In 2024, efforts will go to deploying additional proof systems and completing fault-proof decentralization. The long-term vision includes phasing out the attester network, removing upgrade keys, and decentralizing the sequencer, all aimed at creating a highly decentralized superchain where connected layer 2s can benefit from shared advancements. Community involvement, of course, is key, ensuring collective progress and innovation. Speaking of community, Optimism is actively interacting with users, developers, and investors, both online and offline. The team holds monthly nerd calls, superchain demo days, and ambassador calls. On X, they have over 650,000 followers, and they post product updates, including weekly ones on the superchain ecosystem, retro fund announcements, governance nominations, some on-chain data, and other things. Recently, Optimism became a scalability sponsor for the Proto Layers conference and contributed to the prize pool of the ETH Prague conference and hackathon. What are the advantages of Optimism? Here are a few things we can praise the project for. Cost efficiency. By reducing gas fees, Optimism makes Ethereum more accessible to everyday users. This is particularly important for DeFi and NFT enthusiasts who often face high transaction costs on the Ethereum mainnet. Speed. Transactions on Optimism are confirmed much faster compared to the Ethereum mainnet, making it ideal for applications that require quick confirmations. Institutional backup. The project seems to have vast support in the crypto community and among investors. But what are the disadvantages of Optimism? There are still some disadvantages to consider. Security. The security model of optimistic rollups relies on a dispute resolution mechanism. This means that if a fraudulent transaction is not detected and challenged within a certain time frame, it could potentially be included in the blockchain. Utility. The OP token is not used for the validation process via proof-of-stake mechanism. Optimism uses the consensus layer of Ethereum, and this means that the OP token holds a weaker position. To sum up, Optimism is a leading layer 2 solution designed to enhance Ethereum's scalability and reduce transaction costs for users. As one of the pioneering optimistic rollups, it has attracted attention from developers and the crypto community thanks to its innovative technology and generous token airdrop to early supporters and active users. Today, Optimism boasts a robust ecosystem of dApps and protocols with a solid user base, making it one of the sector leaders and the second largest L2 chain by total value locked. The strong community and backing from top venture capital funds provide a solid foundation for Optimism's further development. The OP token, the primary token of the ecosystem, reflects the success of Optimism and has a significant potential for future growth. However, it is important to know that the OP token is not essential for the network's validation process via proof-of-stake mechanism, as Optimism uses Ethereum consensus layer. That's why, compared to Layer 1 tokens, the OP token holds a weaker position and its performance is more susceptible to market conditions. The performance of L1 tokens, especially Ethereum, and the overall sentiment in the crypto market. That's all we wanted to tell you about Optimism. Please remember that this video was created for educational purposes only. Always do your own research before investing. Thanks for tuning in. Smash that like and hit subscribe for more crypto vibes. See you on the flip side.